I don't know if I'm changing over. In the moonlight, I can't kill this feeling sober. So I start to come alive. I don't know what starts to control me. I let it go, another soul that's underneath. I don't really care about this all. It's the fall that kills me. With our back against the wall, just feed the beast and you'll see. Wait for me. I don't want time inside my reality. Wait for me. I don't want your mind to remember me. I feel like that we're getting closer to a brand new night. The past is finally getting over. I really think it's time to say goodbye. I don't know what starts to control me. I let it go, another soul that's underneath. I don't really care about this all. It's the fall that kills me. With our back against the wall, just feed the beast and you'll see. Wait for me. I don't want to die inside my reality. Wait for me. I don't want your mind to remember me.
Big way when I'm walking, pray when I'm talking this to you. Fight for my attention, for your ascension, you must prove it. 'Cause if you can find it, you don't confine it, you let it move. Make way for the genie, scream for the dream may come true. Have you ever played with a queen? I can show you what I mean. I can make you feel free.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. It's been a long time since we've done something related to Valorant, and this is, I think, the third time we're doing a Valorant tournament, and I cannot believe that we've come this far because the first one was a great success. The second one was, yeah, it was good, but we had a few complications. We ran into a few problems, but we still pulled through. And we did not see this happening, but this time we have 64 teams going at each other, and these scrims. I know. I know. So Mod's hammering me right now. But coming back to the topic, what I was saying was we are going to be opening up for the tournament with 64 teams going head to head with each other. But tonight we're just going to be celebrating that, starting off with the scrim. And Aahna,
Hi. Been a long time since I was here.
yep,
Missed it a lot.
first time for Valorant, right?
Yeah, first time for Valorant. Nervous.
Yep.
Fingers crossed, don't kill me.
Same as
yeah.
me. Today, which are the two teams that are going right now?
It's Strix Inferno and eSports Club. Yeah.
Okay, so Strix Inferno is attacking, if I'm correct, and eSports Hub is defending, right? And the map
is
is
Ascent.
yep, and it's gonna be epic. Ascent, my favorite map, is gonna be fun. Let me just check once. Okay, so to anybody who's watching, our sub goal is 600. We finally hit 500 subs, which is awesome. We didn't expect to get there so soon, but thank you so much for everybody who got us there. And this is the next step, 600. Do it, sub right now.
Sub,
By the way,
share, comment, like everything. Do
yes,
everything.
everything. Anyway, I think we have both teams ready. I think we're good to go, right?
All right, let's dive right into the game.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Away blackout turbo maksud gaya drop ko libe.
Alrighty, so I see
Okay.
Raze on the
Yeah.
defense side.
Yeah, Raze is a very I'm on the fence with Raze actually. I feel super frustrated when I'm going up against the Raze because first things first, you gotta deal with that stupid boombot every time. Hella annoying. I hate it. Then there's the paint shell, which is also some hella annoying. And then there's Raze herself. And there's one thing that's very common with Raze players is that they love to just jump around and shit, right? I think
That's right.
you've noticed that as well, right? They just jump
Yeah.
around and shit, and they just dive in straight up. So that's not the way I play the game. So it's super annoying. But we're gonna see some interesting picks right now. What do you think? What do you think is beneficial for both teams here, and what do you think is lacking?
Um, I'm not sure what's lacking because I feel like their lineups are pretty well made, but
Yep.
I do see that stage is gonna be a strong plus point. However, the absence of Jet does make me a little bit um a little bit on the fence because so far I have seen people go for Jet head on, like they enter and there is always a Jet, but this time there isn't. So I don't know.
That's true.
Maybe, yeah.
So I think the only difference we have between these two teams is that I think we have a Sage and there's a Killjoy on the other team, right? So that's
right.
pretty much it. Yeah.
I think Reina and Jet is the difference as well.
Yeah, and I think Strix was Strix attacking?
Strix is attacking, yes.
Okay, so most other team members on attack are right now huddled for a B push. I think they're just gonna dive right in. You can see God pushing out that boombot once again. Okay, the wall is nicely closing it off. Probably making halting them for a while, but that's not gonna work out for much longer. God losing quite a bit of HP there.
Right here. Shot that.
Because it's 720p 30 FPS, probably.
That's right. So I am gonna need some help with the stream change. But yeah, I see Omen and Raze pushing in together along with a couple more teammates.
Satchel out.
So that seems like the whole team is gonna go for a collaborated push together instead of like separating around at all.
You can see Arno, and there is probably Frickson going there, but Force comes in with a double, takes away Grazer and Mercy gone. So it's a 5-3 scene right now. 3 people falling off on the defense, but there's Backshot with the first one and Arno with the second. God's gone. It's a 3v3, and look at this, bro. Like, Figmash is barely there with
30
any
seconds
HP left. And The smoke goes off and he's dead. There's nobody to support
Sage and
him.
Sova.
Reina's gone as well.
Last player
Sage and
standing.
Sova did a
Spike
very
down
nice
A.
job there,
One
very
enemy
well
remaining.
orchestrated, and Sova did take the last kill on Jet, making it a victory for the defenders. 1 round in.
I think for eSports Hub, I think when I don't remember exactly who it was, but there was definitely 2 people who died on Team eSports Hub right off the bat when the round started. So
That's
I
right.
think the defense was falling apart there, but they still managed to turn things around there. A lot of people died there in tree, and suddenly they turned things around and take the first round. This is actually very good for eSports Hub.
That's right.
That's so far dark though. I'm not very sure about it.
I see both have them, so I don't know. Alright, so one thing that I do wish to see is Reina going into an Empress mode towards the end of the round, because that's just a game changer. Reina going into
And it's
Empress
super
mode when
satisfying,
it's a 1v3. Yeah,
It's
it
super
is.
satisfying. Are you play Reina? Are you a Reina main?
I don't play Valorant. It just does not work on my PC.
You were not supposed to say that, but okay. Okay.
I
You can see
follow it.
Razor and I think it's
Last
Mercy
player
and
standing.
Razor hanging
Spike
in the
down
back.
B.
And Force is kind of surrounded at this point,
No.
but still managed to get one. Managed to get 2, but doesn't get the third. Gets traded by Grazer. That's it. Another round for eSports Hub. That's pretty neat actually. But then again, Force with those shots onto the head, that was kind of beautiful to look at. Don't you think?
That's right. Force has been doing the same thing for both the rounds. Does take 2 kills and then gets traded off. Not bad, not bad. If you're gonna make up for 2 kills, it's okay to lay down after that. Some rest well deserved, I guess.
Aditya Nair, you're cool. Shruti Tukedi and Zubin, welcome to the stream, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying. Let's go. It's kind of crazy when I have to ask myself every time, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so
Okay, so the
Razor
drone is
right now
coming
holding in and gets tagged by the owl drone. And once again,
Moment is
everybody
trying to fall
just
back.
rushing A big right now, and I don't know if it's gonna work out. Nobody's pushing tree at this point. You can see Jet still holding on cap already. She hasn't taken a step forward. Right? So I don't
That's
see
right.
this coming through if she doesn't take control.
Scanning ahead.
I do see Raze holding onto A3 as well. So there may be a Raze versus Jet coming in.
Are you serious? Have you never played Valorant, or do you generally don't play the game?
I have never played it because it messes with my computer. Otherwise I would have. I have tried.
Okay. Anyway, okay. There comes the opening crack.
30
Vixen and
seconds
Force
left.
taking Razor and Mercy. Both gone. 5v2 scenario, but back shot with a double. Dude,
Spike planted.
Spectre. Spectre is a good gun, decent rate of fire, but you can generally
Right.
beam people with that gun, but the damage is pretty freaking low, and he managed to get 2 of them off right with that, so that's pretty good. Neat. Let's
Right
see
here.
if
One
Omega
enemy
has gone
remaining.
down. Arno there takes away Omega, so Force left to once again left to do all the work. He gets shut down by Kyle, and once again eSports Hub take the 3rd round.
That's right. The defenders have won all 3 rounds. It's a hat trick already.
Aditya Nair says, boom bam, OP customers. Wow, that's a lot of love. We haven't even done anything
Thank you.
yet.
But
Well,
yeah, I
very
mean, I
appreciated.
was expecting a better gameplay with Killjoy and Raze both on team on the attacker's side.
Yeah.
I think Killjoy and Raze are both going underutilized on the attack side.
Need a
And I
drop.
think
Thanks.
every time all of the work falls back on Force. You can see if you look at the
out
scoreboard
of
right
my
now,
way.
God, Omega, and Big Nash are yet to get any frags right now. They're all sitting on 0, which is
Right.
technically not good. Three rounds already down the drain. God losing HP once again. I don't think he realizes that the Omen is sitting there with a Phantom, which you're not gonna win that gunfight. That's not gonna work out for you. Jet does manage to get Drake back. It could be proven wrong. The Mercy with the double. Big match and Brixton.
That's right.
Spike
And
down,
we see Aahna
B.
trying to push in, does fall back immediately on trying to like
Last player
activate her
standing.
utility. Does take one kill and goes for the other, takes it, raises out, and we have another round for the defenders. It's a 4-0 scoreboard.
4-0 scoreboard, very, very one-sided. And coming back to the fact that we're just scrimming tonight, right? So this
Yeah.
is one way of actually getting a sneak peek into how these teams are actually going to perform when the tournament does kick off. So right now I'm very, very impressed with the eSports Hub, because this is a very impressive scoreline they have right now.
That's right. Both of the teams have chosen to go
There.
pretty heavy on their shields this time, so they're gonna be able to like deal and accept more damage. So that should turn something around.
The thing is, if they don't manage to win this round, the economy damage on them is gonna be so real. Like it's gonna be very difficult for them to be buying guns next round, because they've lost 4 rounds already, and with this game has economy, right? You're gonna have to balance. You're gonna have to think which guns you're buying, which abilities you're buying, and what kind of shields you're buying for yourself every round. And if you have four rounds already down the drain, that's already very expensive. And okay, I think Reyna just got attacked, or was it the race?
I think it was right.
It was the race. Okay, God gets pinched by the shot dart as well. Now those lineups, impressive. Do you see Vaxshot just chugging those shot darts out of there, and God has lost quite a bit of HP. He's on 37, no
30
shields. That's not gonna work out for him.
That's right. We have a 4v5 situation going on right now. The spike is secure, and each member on the team is intact. We can go for a really good ghost plan if Killjoy manages to place her turrets right this time, because
10
you do
seconds
want
left.
some decoy and some assistance.
Spike down A.
Somehow, I think it was Vaxshot when he
Spike
pulled
planted.
off the argument that he managed to take away the omen.
One enemy remaining.
Denied the plan, and
Player
somehow
standing.
it's a 1v1 situation. This time, both teams
Insight.
actually held each other off, and once again, Arno sealing it off for his team. And once again, eSports are picking off the 5th round for themselves. Do you think we're gonna see a comeback, or do you think that we're gonna see a very quick game and it's just gonna end it?
Well, in all the tournaments that I have seen so far, even a lead of 7 is not too big to come back from. So I am not really gonna disregard
Say
the
anything,
efforts
right?
of the attackers yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is. I'm gonna have to bring a pen and paper next time and do this. Do this. Strix Inferno right now struggling to gain it round advantage, but I must say that the last round was much better than the previous ones, because they did manage to actually hold off, and it was pretty balanced. The fight went down to a 1v1 in the end, and eventually Arno did manage to come out on top. But yeah, it was at least better than the previous ones. Right? Sage is dead.
That's
Oh,
right.
God, just fucked up that ultimate. Sorry, I cut you off. Go on.
That's okay. We're seeing Strix Inferno like kind of coming back a little bit and doing better rounds than the previous ones, so they might come back in a bit once they're
One
good enough
enemy
with the
remaining.
game style of esports.
And once again, Team Esports are making it look pretty easy right now.
That's right.
Don't you
They
think
are.
they're making it look pretty easy right now, and this is a super one-sided scoreline right now, because 6-0 is definitely not looking good, and if they don't manage to win any rounds on attack, it's going to be very difficult, because then again they're gonna sit on match point, and Strix is gonna have to, you know, yeah, they have to get flawless rounds
That's right. Strix
back
looks
to back.
like they're gonna go for some classics instead of very heavy guns because their economy is not gonna support that anymore.
Bomb
Like I said, man, this game, since it has look at that. Everybody on Team eSports Hub has full shields. They have good guns, and they can manage to lose a few rounds. They don't really have to win every round right now because they have the economy on their side. But
That's right.
Team Strix right now, they have good guns, but only half shields to support themselves, and they have no money to back it up if they lose this round right now.
That's right. So the Hunter's Fury is going on.
Yeah. Hunter's Fury is actually a pretty interesting alternate. I mean, it does, it can be pretty accurate, can be used. That's a beautiful shot by Omega. Double kills, takes away Mercy, back shot. And with the Spectre, dude, that was beautiful. That was
That's
utilizing
right.
your gun to the maximum. And somehow, Team Strix has the advantage right now. Kyle coming up with the
One
rest,
enemy remaining.
force with doubles. Got Kyle and Mercy, so that res that Sage performed is absolutely completely useless and nullified.
That's right. Now Arno is left to defend for the team by himself, gets pushed from
Bigger
all
they
three
are, the
sides
harder
and
they
gets
fall.
taken down. All the angles were covered, like the only two entry points and one of them being covered from both the sides of the doorway. There was no way Arno could
Yeah.
have escaped it.
Yeah, his only choice was to actually go back. He decided to push forward, but Raze had it covered. She came in from behind, finished it off, and it was pretty much covered. Arno didn't have a choice. But then again, like I said, they have the ability to lose rounds. It won't matter much. But Team Strix desperately needed that round. They got it, so that's pretty good. Let's see if they can capitalize on this win and can manage to rank up on these wins right now. Because if they
That's
don't,
right.
it's gonna be
Tough
difficult for them.
Sage is doing a pretty good job every time trying to delay the push, utilizing the time of the attackers in the favor of defenders.
I think Mercy
Jet's grounded.
does manage to take Frixton. So right now, I think Frixton should have seen that coming, but apparently Mercy was the one who got it. So that's good. And opening it up with a 5v4 situation right now, and
I don't
Force is
think
all the way in, and Force gets bagged as well. Mercy opening it up with a double.
that's
It's
right.
a
I don't
5v3 right.
exactly. I
There.
don't think it's the time where the attackers can actually afford to go in without much intel.
One enemy
but they're
remaining.
still trying to do
Did you
that.
see that? Like Kyle got a double. Like in one spray, dude, he got a double. That's just sad. And straight away, whatever advantage they had, they just immediately managed to lose it. So that's definitely not good.
Exactly, and on the worst side, they literally gave a flawless round to the defenders. They are not gonna even have to switch their guns if they want to. They can just stick with them and like go for a bonus round this time.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I just want to say that thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're gonna have scrims every alternate day, so it's gonna be fun. Join us for these games and watch these teams perform. Get an idea of how it's gonna be when the tournament kicks off the first week of June, I guess. And it's gonna be epic. There's a lot of action going on B-Bay right now. Mercy once again taking away the jet. The jet really. I think
Right here.
the members on Team Strix really need
Deploying
to step
drone.
it up,
That's right. Losing your jet in the initial stages of the round is not the best.
Best.
Not the best circumstance for you, and that turret placement is not gonna do much for Strix. It's a pretty useless turret placement,
But
so to say.
yeah, but we just saw a Raze v Raze, and God did a sweet one tap and got Mercy out of the game. So that's pretty neat. But then again, economy. Look at the creds on Mercy. 7,900 creds he can literally buy for his whole team. Back with Arno and Backshot running 6 and 5. K crits and they're still alive. So come on.
That's right.
Team Strix desperately needs
30
this, but I
seconds
think
left.
Team eSports Hub has the wrong read because apparently everybody's rotating on B,
Quiet
but
now.
there's nobody there on A, and you can see that Figmash is just gonna put the plant down with no resistance at all. There's the Hunter's Fury right as I say that.
That's right.
10 seconds
Figmash
left.
does have to give up on the plant and start
Spike
again.
planted. One
While
enemy
the
remaining.
scoreboard goes to a 1v3, 1v2. So now the
Revealing
defenders
area.
have just Sova and the attackers are gonna have the help of both Omen and
You
Killjoy.
should run.
There's the Killjoy ultimate, so that's gonna push Sova to a tough position. But then again, I think Backshot is prepared. I don't think Backshot should be pushing because he clearly doesn't have to, because a 7-1 lead might not be much, like
One
you said,
enemy remaining.
but he just took away Figmash. He's not going to get the plant down. I
Concentrate,
think
Sova.
it isn't going to work. I think he might just be able to put the kill down. He doesn't. Omega takes away that, but Omega loses the gun as well, so...
That's right. So nobody's taking anything home. Everybody's gonna have to fresh buy, and it's not gonna be a very easy buy on the attacker's side. Like they can
Yeah,
still
but-
afford guns, but they will have to choose between guns and utilities and shields.
Yeah.
Like they're
I
not
think
gonna have it.
even though Omega got the kill on the back shot, he managed to lose the gun. So I think that caused a lot of damage on their side. You can see that he's running a Spectre now because he's forced to do that. Killjoy utilities are super expensive.
Get out of my way.
That's right. You do not wanna go for a kill which is not gonna give you a round win, and it would have been a better decision to just save your gun.
Okay, whatever. And he managed to lose like not even a. It was not even a cheap gun. It was one of the expensive ones, right?
Right.
So got
the
there.
out-
Yeah, popping off the I don't remember showstopper. The showstopper's the ultimate, and she pops it off. It doesn't quite get anybody, but Omega gets Kyle, so that's good.
Silence.
Spike
We are seeing
planted.
the plant happening. The plant has already happened, so we're back to a 45-second timer running
Still in
on.
sight.
And it's a 4v4 scenario. I mean, the retake is possible, but performing a retake on B, I find it's just my personal opinion. Guys, don't roast me for this, but I find retaking B quite difficult because it's pretty much covered here. Like all 4 members on Team Strix literally sitting inside the site. They're gonna lose the guns perhaps.
One enemy
but
remaining.
just as I say that, they managed to gun down every single person on Team Strix, dude. What is going on?
What's another death?
This was strange. I didn't think it was gonna be
Possible,
easy
right?
for the defenders to go in here
Defused.
and like be able to defuse on time. If not stay alive, then at least they're gonna have to be late to defuse. That's what I thought, but well.
And that's the difference actually. That's what happened because I said that B is difficult to retake, and the eSports Hub just did it flawlessly. Don't-
Exactly.
Just such a smooth retake, and they just managed to pull it off. Even diffuse the spike in the right time. Like that's the difference between them.
Yeah, I think the attackers do need to up their gun game a little because they were in cover, and when Reyna was fighting off Mercy,
Shadows traveling.
no, sorry, not Mercy, the other Raze. When Reyna was fighting off Raze, Raze was completely covered, but Reyna wasn't, and still Reyna won the fight. It was just
Did you get confused when you said Mercy? Did you confuse it with the Overwatch Mercy?
no. I just confused it like the Mercy Raze, like
Which
one of the
Mercy
Raze's
did you-
Mercy.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
race? That's one of the
Take
things
flight.
we casters have to deal with in these types of games because you can see same characters on both sides of the game, right? And there's a lot of shit happening on screen.
Last
It's
player
kind of
standing.
difficult to figure it out. And Aahna with a beautiful head tap on Fixtures. That was just so smooth. I cannot even put it into words, man. I don't want to put it into words. That was just freaking smooth, man.
That's right. I feel a little bit sorry for Sova from the attack because
Yeah, he's been doing
Sova
his
is
job.
more of an intel operator.
30
You don't
seconds left.
intel agent. You don't want to use him for frags, and all the frag burden has been put onto him. So
Yeah,
that's just the team expecting too much from one person, I guess.
yeah, exactly. And I
Last
think
round before the
that's what
switch.
isn't working for them right now. I think Force should have been running a duelist instead, and somebody else should have been running the Sova for him, perhaps. And maybe
That's
that
right.
could have helped him out, perform better, perhaps.
Yeah.
Need it.
While on the other hand, you can see both teams actually have the Sova players popping off. You can see Backshot is at the top of this game as well. Arno right behind him. I mean, the score is pretty much exactly the same, with just Backshot having 3 extra assists, while Arno is sitting with just 3 and Backshot has 6. So that's pretty good. But both have 15 kills to 14. That's pretty solid. And the remaining 3 members on Team eSports are also pretty solid. So this is a proper game for the eSports. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do fine in the upcoming tournament as well.
That's right. We do see Killjoy getting the first blood, and we have 4v5 situation thanks to that kill.
Yeah. Okay, God gets
started
style as well. Yeah.
See, here's
This
the
is-
thing about the attackers. They are planting in pretty soon, but they are unable to hold it off once the plant is done. So I wish they had taken more time
player
to go into
standing.
go in the
Ooh.
plan.
Okay,
Well,
so
they are executing
Arno
well.
definitely didn't see the Sova coming in. Backshot with a double, but God there gets him through. I think through the floor, right? Yeah, he
Yeah.
got him through
Switching
the floorboards,
sides.
but then Backshot did his job, dude. 17 kills. He's sitting there on top, and Arno right behind him. That's pretty good. I mean, efficiency, I think, on Team eSports Hub is pretty strong right now. The round swaps are in, and I think this is effectively the chance that I'm pretty sure Strix is waiting
Strix
for,
is-
because Strix might just be able to capitalize on this right now because they are
Here.
on defense. But it's very little space, only 3 rounds.
Right here.
That's right. On defense, it should be a little easier for Strix considering they have operators who can actually hold on to the sites all by themselves, and then leave Jet, Sova, and Omen to deal with anyone trying to push, while the site is held by just one operator, one agent each.
Then again, Diamonds are forced to push on to Maid, and Brixton there gets Arno. But Mercy opened it up already. The Omen from Team. I don't know which Omen I'm getting. Yeah, Big Mash is gone. And Arno and Razor are dead as well. So it's 4v3 scene right now. 3 attackers against 4 defenders. And Brixton just opening it
Spike
up,
down,
taking away
defenders
Backshot. He's gone. But Kyle there takes the immediate refrag. It's a 3-2. So God and I
Last
think
player standing. Spike down B.
Omega gets Mercy, so it's just Kyle left to do all of the work. But he gets back by Omega again, so this is pretty solid. I think switching sides, Team Strix immediately capitalizing on that.
That's right. It did turn the tables around for Team Strix. I see that all of the attackers are kind of trying to move towards A, and the defenders are still scattered around, unsure of where the push is going to be coming from.
I think it's gonna be A-main because you can see everyone stacking onto A-main. All 5 of them. There's nobody pushing catwalk, nobody pushing mid. Everybody's stacking onto A-main. I'm not sure what the game plan is here right now. There goes the paint shell. Somebody's gonna be losing HP. Nobody does actually. Oh, stupid.
Aahna is holding a good angle. I have seen quite some beautiful kills coming in from there. But is Aahna aware of the push that's coming from God?
Okay, so Arno gets a lot of HP chucked away from him from that shock dart. These Sova lineups from Backshot are super efficient. I think that wasn't Backshot. I think it was Force.
Force.
And Force was also very neat on that shock dart because the placement was just beautiful. Got him right in the correct spot.
That's right. I I fail to see where Sage is because the team could actually use some help right now.
Yeah, I think Sage is all the way back, trying to hold up Catwalk, probably anticipating somebody to come in from behind, and God manages to get a double. God gets a triple, back shot, gets
Player
first,
standing.
gets Brixton there, gets Kyle, and once again, suddenly Team eSports are finding it kind of difficult to, you know, keep things together. And right now, I think Vaxshot is super low. 80 HP, gets blinded, anticipating somebody to push in. Doesn't get it.
Nice.
Fake match. Gets it.
He-
Instant.
Yeah, so Backshot does die to Omen and another round for the defenders, leaving the attackers at a 9-5 where the lead has been closing in on the gap. But alright, so I do not understand why Sage did not power up her abilities and utilities because that could have been really useful for the team at this point, considering
I
the
think-
team did require some heal.
I think she did use a few storms, but then I didn't see the wall happen.
Alright, I just did not I failed to notice her healing anywhere.
She
That
did
was
heal
bad.
the Raze, but then again, Reyna was actually much lower. But then again, Reyna was not in the line of sight. Reyna was far
Right.
down the line, wasn't in the healing range. I couldn't quite get it. And I think Team Strix is gonna take things slow, and so will Team Esports now. You can see the gap closing in between, right? So you don't want to
Exactly.
throw rounds right now.
Right. I mean you're literally what 4 rounds away from victory and 4 rounds away from an equalizer as well.
Imagine losing after getting like 9 to 10 rounds in there. That's just ridiculous. I wouldn't feel good after that.
I would get kicked out after that.
Yeah. Raze, God, just getting aggressive with the judge. The judge is a super aggressive. I don't know if you know this, but this shotgun apparently has like ridiculous range on it, right? And it also has incredible stopping power. So
30 seconds left.
if somebody's rushing you with this gun straight in the face, even if you have like incredible aim, you're not gonna win
Spike
that.
down B.
Noted. We'll take care.
Okay, so Arno gets forced.
Enemy down.
Doesn't get Omega. Omega really good on that Spectre, dude. Like Spectre
seconds
takes
left. One
skill to
enemy
be actually,
remaining.
down. Like
Alright.
Spectre is good
I
for
got it.
one fight, but follow-ups are not very solid or promising when you're running such a low-tier gun. But Omega is pretty good with it. He's actually climbing up the ladder, and he's on top right now. Force following right behind him with 12 kills.
That's right. I mean, yeah, Omega did manage to take really nice kills back from the B side, hiding behind those doors. That's a pretty optimal place in that site, you know. You're completely covered. You don't have a line of sight. Constantly, like bagging you. So.
Okay, so I'm gonna just say it out loud that right now I'm very impressed with Team Strix. Like they have been,
Last player standing.
they're literally turning the tables like hard. Like they're not even turning the tables anymore. They're just flipping tables at this point.
I They're flipping tables and forcing the other team to go for it.
Yep, and this is pretty good. Like the gap is barely even there anymore. It's like a 9-7 scoreline, and they just managed to pull it back. And it was so one-sided. It was like, what was it, like 9-2 or something?
I think it was 9-2. Yeah, it was.
No,
9-2,
it was-
I think. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Probably a 9-2 or probably a 7-2. I'm not sure because believe us, guys, brain stops functioning when you're doing this shit. But this, regardless, the gap was significant, and they've managed to do solid takes on the side, and it managed to open things up for themselves. And this is pretty good. The scoreline is barely there anymore.
That's right. I'm not sure what the economy of the attackers is looking like right now. Alright, they have taken quite some damage all the way from having like 7,000 credits in versus account
Lose-
to come
You know,
out.
losing probably this one or the next round is going to be very devastating. The off shot didn't quite land by Frixton, but he's still going to hold on to A main. So the smoke will render him, you know, unable to do so. But I think they are considering a rotate, but I don't think they realize that there's Force sitting on the cubby. But regardless, Big Match gets it anyway, and Force manages to get Arno. I
As well as Mercy.
Yeah, I just didn't. I thought Mercy was gonna get it because he literally bagged Arno right in front of him, right?
Exactly, I was thinking a refrag was gonna come in, but then it was a double instead of a refrag, yeah.
Yeah, it just didn't happen. And
30 seconds
and
left.
now things definitely not looking good for Team eSports Hub. And right now, okay, just as I say that, Kyle gets Big Match with the wall on top of those boxes. That's very smooth. But it's a 2v3 scenario. There's no time. Swamp grenades going off everywhere.
Player standing.
Backshot does
Spike
get
down,
caught,
B.
but Omega with the
One
rebound.
enemy remaining.
Anyway, and Kyle putting it down to a 1v1.
Between
But
Kyle and Omega.
Strix now
Alright.
pulling it back from scratch, like from a 9-2 scoreline back to a 9-8. This is insane.
Spike is
Like
here.
I thought the match was pretty it was just gonna be over by now. Like I actually thought the esports hub is already set for victory. Like they already have it. I mean, it was so one-sided in the initial half, but right now, Strix very promising. Promising. What should I say? Performance, and I'm actually very excited to see them perform in the tournament.
Okay.
That's right. So we do see the attackers going with the same strat of pushing all together, not trying to divide and rule or anything like that. The killjoy turret placement this time is pretty good. It might be of a lot of help if you noticed. Again, the same ball coming up for the kill through the bars, and the cloud is providing quite some cover. However, Jet has fallen back, pushing into defender side. Spawn now does take Omen. That was a really nice kill, wasn't it?
It was. I'm not gonna comment much on operator shots because I am the worst operator player in all of the games. Be it Counter-Strike or Valorant, I don't care. I cannot run sniper rifles. I'm just terrible at it.
There.
So anybody who can, I'm always in awe because it takes a lot of skill to do it. And whenever somebody manages to actually do it, it's just so good to look at.
One enemy
The
remaining.
spike has been planted. It has gone into a 3v1 post-plant situation. Is gonna be really difficult for Raze, and Raze gets taken out.
Yep. And
Alrighty.
once again, Team eSports Hub finally manages to bring things back to their table. Like it's just a back and forth game of who gets the salt and pepper, right?
That's right.
Finally, eSports Hub is just bringing it back to their side. Like, it's enough. We don't want to drag this on for any longer. Just let's end it. Let's move on.
Exactly. At this point, it's like both teams are doing pretty well. It's just who will do it first. Like,
Exactly. And look at the scoreline right now. Force with 16 and Vaxshot with 25. I would say that's a big gap.
that's literally 9 kills.
That's
Gosh.
sort of, yeah, that's a big gap, and that really speaks volumes on the so far. Even though they've managed to lose like significant advantage, I mean it went from like a 6 to 8 round gap to a 2 round gap now. But then again, I would say that the esports hub still has the advantage. They still have it. They're running. They still have all 5 members left. They have 2 rounds on the lead. All they have to do is 3 more rounds, and that's it. Kyle
That's
opening
right.
it up. Omega's gone. The killjoy's dead. No more alarm bots. No more turrets. No more strong grenades. That's a lot of utility lost.
That's right. Reyna is holding a very good angle. I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna be able to push in so much. Did she just fall back when I said that?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
30 seconds left.
Okay, so apparently Team Strix just gave away B control for no reason. Apparently everybody just left B side for no reason. It was so, they took it so easily. There was no resistance at all. They just got it. They put the spike down. Mercy there takes away God. That's a race we raise once again. And there's the, I think we saw God take down Mercy earlier with a one tap. And now there's just the opposite happening. Strix then
Last
forced
player standing.
back shot with doubles. This guy absolutely unstoppable.
We have come all the way down to a 2v1
This
post plant, and
is
Jet
nothing.
is trying to go for the defuse. Alright, right when I was
Last
gonna talk
player
about the gunfight,
standing.
she got taken out immediately. Mercy did lose life but secured the round for the attackers, and now we are at a 11-8 score difference.
To anybody who's watching, guys, we hope you are enjoying this. If yes, tell us in the chat which team you're gonna see win this one. I mean, the scoreline is pretty balanced, because initially I was hoping the eSports Hub would close it off, but that's not the case. The Strix is still in the game, and they're still here, so we're gonna see some good action happen. In the next 5 minutes, I want you guys to tell me who's gonna win, who do you see winning, or is it Strix gonna make the ultimate comeback?
That's right. There we saw. Okay, by the time we even saw the first kill, there's been 3 off the chart. The attackers are again at a very huge disadvantage.
Yeah.
And what's left to see is if the defenders are gonna be able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, you see Kyle trying to push mid alone. I don't really see him winning this, even if he does. But just as I say that, he does manage to take away Fig Mash. He's gonna close this off with the wall. He has enough HP backing him up. He's gonna bring back Grazer. So they have a nice setup here.
That's right. Seems like they're gonna be able to go for a really nice push. Takes another kill, balances the number of players on both sides. It goes from a 2v5 to a 3v2.
30 seconds left.
Like, where does this happen? I've never seen this happen. It just turned around.
Player
Kyle
standing.
just moments away from an
Planted.
ace, but gets back by God, gets denied. But wow, dude, that was that man single-handedly turned things around. You've got to give it to him.
Match point.
That's right. I mean, I underestimated the importance of Sage when I said that I don't see a Jet on the side of eSports Hub, and that seems like a drawback. So that was completely wrong of me. I apologize.
Yeah, it was so that man took 2 down on mid, 2 down on site. He fought Grazer back to life. He was just 1 kill away from that ace, and I feel sorry that he didn't get it. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get it when they're actually participating in the tournament. And there it is, Aahna opening it up with God gone, and it's just 1 round away. Esports are just 1 round away from winning.
Sage and Raid are trying to push in together. A very nice duo to push in with. Pretty well combination. Sorry, pretty well complemented.
Spike planted.
Got him.
Backshot gets fixed in. Backshot with
One enemy
doubles.
remaining.
What is happening? Force manages to get Kyle. Force once again takes away backshot as well.
We are into a 2v1, and Force is trying to defuse.
I mean, it's
But
all
gets-
down to Force. I kind of feel bad for this guy.
One
He
enemy remaining.
managed to take away 1.
Revealing area.
He has to put down the spike right now, because
to
if he doesn't, it's all over for him.
That's right.
Oh, that was just
Attackers win.
sad, but
They were
I'm
very
hella
close.
impressed. Yeah, I'm hella impressed with Strix, dude. Like, I did not expect it.
That's right. They did close the game pretty early.
Yep.
And well, even though a comeback almost happened, just when there was
Almost.
a 1 round difference,
Yep.
eSports Hub took it all the way back.
Exactly. I think losing the first like 7 to 8 rounds. I mean, I think it took Strix a lot of time to actually get the pacing up for themselves, but that initially cost them the game. But um, it was a great game to watch, man. I think Force was amazing on his, and he single-handedly did a lot for his team. Omega also backing him up really good. And God initially didn't pick up the pace, but later on in the second half, you actually see him popping off real nice and smooth. And it was actually, I think, Fig Mash was the only guy who needs to do a little better, and I think we're gonna see him do better in the tournament. But so far, a great game tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed. What do you think? Uh, what's the second game, guys? Which map is it? Do we have the info, guys?
What's
Okay, so the toss. Okay, so we're gonna find out the next map soon. But tell me something. Who impressed you more in this game that you just saw? I cannot say anybody else than Kyle on that stage in that round with that beautiful 4K. I cannot just. It's uncontested for me. Nobody else.
For me, I feel Force was the one who took the limelight because he was basically carrying all the weight by himself for the first few rounds and then managed to get the team to come in a state where they all tried more and got into a almost comeback position, and it was a very very big lead to come back from, so cannot deny the fact that he was doing a pretty good job up there.
That's true. Force for Team Strix Inferno, amazing performance, and all the team members for I guess deserve like a pat on the back,
Let's
and
say
it's a great, they put up a good show, and congratulations to Team eSports Hub for the win. We're gonna see the next game lined up and ready. I think it's Team Deception versus Respawn Esports, if I'm not wrong.
yep.
All right, so we're gonna jump back, follow up with the second game. We're yet to find out what map it's gonna be. If you guys enjoyed it, go get your refreshments, and we'll be right back after this short break. Don't go anywhere.
With the shudder, I got ghosts, no one around. I got ghosts, no one around. With the shudder, I got ghosts, no one around. I
dreams are killing me. Feel like I'm losing my mind. I'm never feeling okay. Good days are so hard to find. Just help me numb all the pain. I'm only one step from dying. My angels keep it at bay. Can't blame the people for trying. Just let me fall to my grave. Just let me fall to my grave. To kill it. And I'm losing my stuff. To kill it. Just let me fall to my grave. To kill it. And I'm losing my stuff. To kill it. Just let me fall to my grave. Heart fails under pressure. Wonder if these bad days will last forever. So pessimistic from the past. All the good things end up in caskets. I'm never feeling okay. Good days are so hard to find. Just help me numb all the pain. I'm only one step from dying. My angels keep it at bay. Can't blame the people for trying. Just let me fall to my grave. Just let me fall to my grave. To kill it. And I'm losing my stuff. To kill it. Just let me fall to my grave. To kill it. And I'm losing my stuff. To kill it. Just let me fall to my grave.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. Finding life along the way, and on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Guys, welcome back. This is the second game of the night and the final one. Sadly, we're not gonna see the third game happen. I think it was between Fufu eSports.
Yes.
Was it Fufu eSports?
Yes.
Okay, so Fufu's not here, or is it the other team who's not here? Regardless, we have Team Deception versus. Wait a second, I always get the names
Respawn.
wrong. Sorry,
Team
yeah, Respawn. Okay,
Yeah.
so Respawn versus Team Deception. This is the second game. The map is sadly sent once
Again, Ascent, yeah.
हाँ, this is I'm gonna have to say it. हाँ, मुझे भी अच्छा लगता है. Like I like Ascent, but इतना भी अच्छा नहीं लगता है कि I want to see all the games in Ascent. That's just hella annoying. And thank you guys. This is like the fastest. I think we've hit our sub goal. Like we just said the sub goal and we hit it on stream. So thank you so much to whoever subbed. It's amazing. The next goal is now 6,000 by not 6,000. Okay, 690, 69. We hit it. Let's go.
Yes. It's 60-90.
Yeah, 60, 6090. Let's go. I think everybody's ready. We've stalled long enough. To everybody who's watching on the stream, thank you so much for watching. And let's just jump right into it.
Yes. It makes so much sense when you say jump right into a game where actually jumping is possible.
Huh, exactly. Like Siege, where we cannot even jump. There is no jump, again.
Yeah, you just have to vault into a game on Siege.
Yeah. When the first time I found out about that, I was like, what the f is happening? Like, यहाँ पे jump नहीं कर सकते. We talk about tactical realism, dude.
For me, the funniest thing is because Siege was the first game I went into. Every other game when I go, I jump and I'm like, wait, what's happening? I don't know how to deal with this thing.
Exactly. And it's so basic, like just jump. Anyway, coming back to this game, I think please help me out here. It's disruption on defense and respawn on attack. Sorry
That
guys.
disruption word was a deception.
Yeah. We've waited a long time for this, and थोड़ा होता है यार, कभी-कभी we just our brain cells don't work. हम लोग इतने smart नहीं, we're not that smart. So anyway, coming back, we're gonna see the same lineup: Skilljoy, Omen, Sova, Jet, Dr. Ultron with a Phoenix, Aahna with a Sage. So pretty much the same lineup. There's not much change. I think Raze.
Choose your
we're
agent.
missing a Raze on both teams, right?
That's right.
That's
And we
pretty
are
much it.
seeing exactly, and we are seeing Jet and Sage both show up on the same team along with Phoenix. So that's gonna be something interesting to watch because I have observed in quite a few matches that Phoenix and his utilities, it's not just about him throwing a curveball and going for a kill. It's about combinations of his utilities. You put up a wall and then you throw a curveball and then, use the wall as your defense as well as healer while you're going into it. I mean, all the combinations that Phoenix comes up with are pretty interesting to watch. So I do like watching a good Phoenix game.
I think Phoenix is one of the most beginner-friendly agents in this game, and even when I started off the game, I started off as Phoenix. I played him most of the time. I don't play Phoenix anymore. Like in the time when I was playing Phoenix, it was pretty fun. I mean, his abilities are pretty good. The flash is pretty fun. Plus the added bonus that he can heal himself with that molly. That is very interesting. That's actually one of the main reasons people love him, because Brim's molly doesn't work like that.
That's right. I mean, Phoenix, even with all of his abilities individually, is good enough. But when you combine 2 or 3 of them together, it's like an unbeatable fight.
We're gonna see 2 Jets picking each other off right about here, but no guys as of right now. Ultron gets flash. Flashes again. I think he flashed himself. Okay, that would happen.
I have no clue how that eye
Yeah,
blending works.
that's the only way he's getting flashed, because it was just Killjoy pushing him, right? So
That's right.
Killjoy doesn't have flashes, so he just flashed himself. Not a very good start, I'd say. But then again, let's not judge. We're still pretty early on, and these 2 teams are apparently taking it very, very slow. Moriarty
That's
opening it up.
Scanning ahead.
Prejudice, apparently it's not prejudice. It's prejudice, so we're gonna be very specific how we spell it.
That's right. We do see both our Phoenix being lost already, and I mean, I was expecting to see some more Phoenix on the map, but we'll have more rounds for that, I guess. So Moriarty is gonna have a fight with Omen, gives
One
some
enemy
damage,
remaining.
and then
30 seconds
decides
left.
to run away.
Yeah.
That was quite a good play by Moriarty, like peeking, dashing
Yeah.
away, and then peeking again. That was really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I mean that's pretty much how you wanna play Jet, because she has such good mobility. I mean, a lot of people compare this game primarily with Counter-Strike, but Counter-Strike, there's not this much mobility. You won't get it.
That's right.
This is why people bunny hop like crazy on CS, right? But यहाँ पे you get Jet super fucking mobile agent, and then there's Raze right behind her. So I think Jet's mobility really. This is why she's so deadly with her guns. Like most Jet players like to play the operator, right? So
Right.
any good Jet main with the operator is super deadly. There goes the shorty, takes away Nits. Not that she lost him very early on. Like the Omen died too early in the game. The plant's going down very early on. This is
Spike
actually not
planted.
very good. And once again, the Jet too close. She decides to step back. Actually, they're in a pretty good spot. Actually, this spot right now is in a very good spot. The plant has been put down. They have side control. One eye is down. Connor got him
Blocking
right in
sight.
the head. So it's pretty neat.
I like how Sova and Jet are combining pretty well with
Last
Intel
player
and Push
standing.
going very head on one after the other.
Careful now.
One enemy remaining.
Where Phoenix takes one kill and loses the second fight to Sova, and the attackers take one round for themselves. This is a 1-1 equal score on both teams.
Yep. I think this game is. I mean, it's still pretty early on, but yeah, I'm already seeing a little bit of back and forth happening in this game than I saw in the previous one. Because in the previous one, it was just eSports Hub dominating in the first half of the game, and then it was Strix dominating in the second half, right? And
That's
then
right.
just very narrowly, eSports Hub managed to cross that gap, right? But Prejudice loses, tags Dr. Ultron instead. I think they're running heavy guns right off the bat, but that's the thing. If they manage to lose this round, that would, set them back on the Reds, and that would be quite devastating. But right now, they're looking pretty solid. It's a 5v3 scenario already. They don't have side control as of yet, but they're gonna take it right off the bat. Royce
One enemy remaining.
and it's once again just Sage left to do all the work. She doesn't even have a gun to back herself up. So it's a 1v5. I don't really see what I'm making. Out of this round.
That's right, 1v5, that to post plant, and I don't see her abilities coming into use either. Like, even if she was to wall it off, she couldn't really do much with that.
I think at this point, the only highest level optimal use of her wall would be to hoist herself up, but
Exactly.
but it would be smarter to actually save the wall. So that's pretty good. And I do not understand how Prejudice, was it Prejudice? It was, right? How
Yeah.
Prejudice managed to backfire himself with the flash, because the flash was meant for Sage, but he died on the spot because Sage managed to flick onto his head, and unfortunate. This is just unfortunate.
That's right. You don't want to mess up with the flashes. That's
Yeah.
quite a long time consuming flash that Phoenix has. So
I think some of the flashes, or maybe all the flashes in this game, actually work in a way like even if you turn around, the flash goes off, and if you're like in a direct line of sight, doesn't matter if you're directly looking at the flash, you're still gonna get flashed. Doesn't matter.
that's right. Yeah.
So that
The
is
only difference is if you're looking away, it's a less time period that you're flashed for.
Yeah, so that's what bothers me a little bit, but yeah, every game comes with its own
Spike down A.
own
There was
shenanigans,
a-
and this is just one of them, right?
That's right, and there was a really good attempt on trying to take a flick by Sage, but she got one kill and then got refragged immediately after that.
Spike planted.
Plan is going in. It has already happened, and we are in a 3v3 post-plant situation. Not really tough, but with the fact that hell is open to the attackers, it seems like a round they could take.
Okay, so there's the wall as well, so that's not gonna give Nits a very
player
good
standing.
line of sight. It's gonna be a little bit of, you know, much more difficult than it is for him right now, but he still does not.
One enemy
in
remaining.
Sova, you know, peeks at the wrong time with the bow in hand and just gets shot down. I don't think he's gonna be able to put the spike down instead. But they're both losing their guns one way or the other. Which is bad hits, but does manage to lose the gun anyway. But then again, Disruption losing right now, and Respawn is slowly building up on that score. It's a 3-1 score, looking pretty good for Team Respawn, and Disruption still has it probably, but they need to work on that.
That's right. They did take the first round, but then ever since have been kind of trailing behind.
But I think they're gonna save this round. Everybody's running Light Shields and Sheriff, with only Moriarty running the Classic. I want to say how the sneaker rounds usually don't work out for you. Let's see how, especially on defense. But just as I say that, Ultron bags corner. Prejudice gets Wana, but he did it with a Sheriff. Did it with a pistol. That's impressive.
That's right. That's commendable, right?
Yeah.
So Jet is pretty ready with all of her knives.
All that
Did
pre-firing
you-
into the corners just takes away Moriarty's HP, and the last tag was made by the turret. That's just infuriating for Jet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Alright, so Omen does get flashed and taken out as well. Now we have Sova and
One
Felix
enemy
left
remaining.
alone okay, Felix left alone to defend for the defenders while the plant has already gone in. It's a 1v4 and does not seem like a very favorable situation
Oh,
for Ultron.
yeah, and Respawn just building it up slowly, one round at a time, stacking up on those numbers, and eventually, I mean, with every round they win, they're just stacking those wins, and it's 1-4. It started off at a 1-1. What happened?
Right, we were expecting to see a very
Back
head-to-head
and
fight.
forth game, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was this is essentially what happened last in the last game. And if the last game, we noticed that both teams actually were able to excel on defense,
Spike
right?
down B.
Most of the time, and both kind of goofed it on attack. But right now, Disruption having a hard time keeping at that, making use of getting defense first. However, CB Gamer and Strix are dead, and it's a 5v3 scenario right now with just Prejudice, Samusar, and Connor left to do all the work. They're gonna have to put the brand down. They might have to consider a rotate. Just as they do that, the Omen's dead, Wana with the pick, the Prejudice with the refrag, Sage is gone. It's a 4v2. Can they pull that?
Seems pretty difficult
Last
right
player
now
standing.
considering. Okay,
Spike down,
Sova is
mid.
gone too. So now Intel is low on the side of
There is no
attackers.
intent.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no
I mean, they
intent.
could use some run it back if they have it, but
Got Spike.
Oh,
alright.
that was just so nice to look at. Prejudice takes away
30
Nits
seconds
with
left.
the one tap on the head. That was beautiful. But then again, time's running out. 20 seconds on the clock. He has to put the spike down. I mean, Respawn can actually relax a little bit. I mean, they already have 4 rounds. One more round in the hands of Disruption wouldn't really matter much to them. But, Disruption needs to
10
be careful.
seconds left.
Right? Like, they do not want to give Respawn. You don't want to throw rounds away like that.
That's right. It doesn't seem like Respawn is gonna be able to plant. They have decided to just hold off and save the gun, I guess. Yeah.
And this is actually gonna be difficult. Like this is what happens in your best of one games. Like no room for error because even it's just one game, right? You make
That's
your mistakes, you're gonna pay for those mistakes immediately.
That's right. However, I feel like in Valorant, attack is where you shine most because you're the one controlling the game as long as you're in attack, because then you can decide a side and push into it while the defenders are still scattered around trying to take care of all the sides.
Ultron getting
So
aggressive here, trying to push B main, pops out the flash, gets prejudice, and Ultron with that double. You saw that. Tell me you saw that. That was just so good to look at. Amazing, amazing. That's one way to open up the round, and that's that. You said Phoenix. Fun. I'm pretty sure you had fun watching that because Phoenix popping up the flash. The flash was just right, went off right, and even when Sova had the Hunter's Fury, it just didn't work out for him.
That's right. Also, the cover of the wall while the flash was going on made it more and more difficult for the attackers to go through. We still see none of the defenders taken out, so that's. Are we gonna see a flawless? I really want to see a flawless.
Might be. I think Strix does know that there is Sage nearby, or maybe not. But Strix definitely
30
knows that
seconds left.
there she is. One
Spike down A.
BB Gamer does shut him down. Off goes the paranoia. That means Omen's blinded right about now, but then again, he has to pick up the spike. So he doesn't really have a choice.
Last player standing.
Ultron once
10
again
seconds left.
with a third kill for his game. Gets refragged immediately. So it's a 3v1. I think it would be smart for CB to save his gun because the operator, most expensive gun in the game, yet the most effective. Like this thing can just one-shot you no matter where it hits it. Doesn't matter.
That's right. Also, I have seen all Jets trying to go for an operator, except for a few who try to go for the what's the name of that gun which starts with an M?
Starts with an M.
Yeah, I forget. Marshall.
The Marshall, yeah.
Yes, I've seen a few go with the Marshall, but like most of them do go with the operator, so that's.
Okay, so YN12C Gaming Capital Stream says the team name is pronounced as Deception. That sounds so cringy, dude. Okay, even if it is, I am not gonna spell it that way because it just doesn't come to me naturally. Sorry about that. But it is what it is. Deception versus Respawn. Respawn, I think, still has the advantage. But Deception still bringing it back. It's a 4v3, 4-3 score, and I mean the
Last player standing.
prejudice with a triple, dude. That is just
He
insane.
literally took an ace,
Yeah,
and
both.
that last triple was so outstanding.
Yeah, and both Phoenixes on both teams just popping off right now, dude. Like insane. Once again, just as I was saying, Team Deception not far back behind, but they really need to work together in order to get the wins because they are on defense. You want to capitalize on that side because it is what it is. I love playing defense. That's it.
Okay. I mean, I like
You should
attack more on Valor even though I haven't really tried it yet. But yeah, we see both of the Phoenix have literally a 5-kill lead to the second fragger on the lead. So that's
Okay,
pretty
Strix
amazing.
just rushing in. CP Gamer gets Swana. The Sage is gone, like the most crucial team member of your team is gone. Moriarty is dead as
Spike
well,
planted.
and Roysta manages to get cornered. Sova be Sova dead. It's a 4v2 scenario. We're gonna have to do a retake. 3 members. Off goes the flash. Doesn't quite work out. Strix losing HP to the wall. What is happening? It's just chaos at this point.
It almost looked like they had to just run it back and
Oh,
saved himself.
yeah, Prejudice almost like
enemy remaining.
just
No charges left.
at an ungodly level right now.
Only be
Again,
one hero.
the triple once again. You saw that, right?
Yes.
Oh my
It's like
god.
it's his jam. The triples are his jam now.
Yeah, it's like you called it. You said we were just talking about this a few minutes ago when we said Phoenix is fun to watch, and right now both Phoenix is putting up such a good show. This is something like I want to see, man. Like this is fun to look.
That's right. I have seen a lot of people coming up with the input that Phoenix is quite a weak operator, and I just want them to watch this match.
Yeah. I mean, are you kidding me? This guy's single-handedly opening it up once again. Phoenix to Phoenix, Ultron not surviving that encounter. Laser X says, welcome to stream, says Sasta Scream in our team. Prejudice Jod, whatever that means, but welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you're having a good time.
I'm pretty sure we're seeing another Phoenix combo coming in with that ball. While Killjoy tries to take a fight with Sova and wins it,
Last player standing.
having the higher ground does help. And then
Spike
in the
planted.
meanwhile, Prejudice has killed one more person and we're left with Sage alone. This could be a flawless, finally. I've been
Yeah, and
waiting for it.
I think Wanna will manage to take over Prejudice.
One dead.
Double, but gets shut down by the Jet once again, and Respawn just building up on that scoreline 7-3. Now that's a lead.
That's right. They're kind of trying to like like make the difference greater and greater over the rounds, and that's exactly what they should be aiming to do.
That's right. Have you played the new map? It's called I think it's Breeze, right? Yeah, Breeze. Have you played it?
I haven't yet.
Okay, so
I'm
what
still
happened?
not getting enough of Haven because like 3 sides. Dang it.
Yeah, same, all the same. But I just played it recently, and there was a bug. I think you know. There's this character called Yoru, and he
Yeah.
recently got. I think he was put on hold by the Riot dev team because people were literally exploiting this bug to death. Because Yoru has like a teleport, right?
Come on, let's
So,
go.
and you could send that
Careful
teleport. There was this like a gateway kind of thing. You send the gateway off, and when you press E, you can just teleport exactly to that position of that wherever that gateway is on the map, right? So it's like a pre-placed teleportation device. So
That would be pretty risky.
Spike
that's
down
the
B.
basic ability.
One
That's
enemy
actually
remaining.
pretty basic. That's his ability, right? That's how it works. But what really was broken on Breeze,
get
the
that
new
on
map they
camera.
just released, is that you could literally place. There's a bomb
Last
site
round
on
in
A
the half.
in Breeze that has 2 containers in the middle, and you could put that teleportation TP inside of boxes, and you could TP inside a box, and you could just stay there, and nobody could kill you.
Okay, yeah, that's OP.
Yeah, and it was so broken. Like he could shoot you, and if the Yoru teleported inside of those boxes, it's like teleporting inside one of the walls in Siege, right? So
Yeah.
he can shoot you through the boxes or walls or whatever, but you cannot, no matter what, just hurt that Yoru, and it's impossible. And I even saw in one game where the Yoru managed to plant the spike inside of the box. So even after killing the Yoru somehow, they were unable to defuse the spike. So it was really nice.
That's right. I see the first and second blood getting taken out already. The second stage wall did not hold up for long
Spike
and got
planted.
taken out immediately as it was placed. So there was no delay that the attackers had to face. It has come to a 2v4 already, and the spike is in position.
I think Roysta and
Last
Nitz
player
need to
standing.
do a calculated retake, and just as I say that, Roysta is taken away, and Strix gets that kill onto Nitz, and once again Respawn
Scanning
making
ahead.
quick work of team
Switching sides.
deception, and Respawn right now literally having
Leading by a
blast.
double.
Yeah,
Yeah,
having
they're
a
literally
party
leading
at
by a
this point.
double score line.
Yeah, the Phoenix, I think Prejudice is easily
Here.
the MVP for this game because he just pulled off the plays this guy just pulled off in this map was beautiful, sweet.
That's right. I do see though that
They're much
both
better
the
than me.
teams are running on a broken economy right now. Am I right?
Yep. Zero creds on Prejudice. CVP Gamer, they have nothing left. But that's because they got the round swap happen. I think they have decided to buy shoes. I usually don't do that, but I mean this is a high tier game, right? The Jet
Right.
once again, CB Gamer with the shorty. I hate that gun, but super effective in the right hands and super effective with CB Gamer when he gets those initial frags.
We see Sova going for the plant here. White still
Last player
surrounded by so
standing.
many defenders. That was quite a risky move and still landed right. And now Sova and Sage are left to take care while Omen tries to push them both. That's a good push coming in, like Sova on the lower grounds and Sage on the upper grounds.
Yeah. You see how Sova baited him?
Yeah.
He baited him into focusing
into-
on him, and
Exactly.
the Sage was in the right position to do that. That's teamwork.
That's quite some teamwork. Yep.
That's teamwork.
There comes a
Biswachit
round of
Ghosh
deception.
says, nice stream. I will not comment on this anymore. Thank you, Uncle, for watching.
Okay,
we
one
appreciate
moment.
boomers on the stream, right?
Alright, so
I just
we-
call this boomer.
Placing sentry.
But anyway, coming back into the stream. Nids pushing in on mid. Super aggressive, but there's nobody there to support. Why is there nobody in B? They already have site control. They are already putting the bomb down. What is going on? How is the what? Whoa.
One enemy
God.
remaining.
what
I
just happened? I cannot
Yeah.
even comprehend anymore.
Caution here.
First of all, Sova went in so unaware and clueless into the feet of the attackers, and then just, gosh.
Yep, and what really surprised me was the fact that Nid, I think was it even Nids? Am I correct?
Yes, it was
Yes, it was Nids, right? So Nids just waltz onto that on the market in the mid, and I thought he was getting aggressive. And then I just looked on the left, and I saw that like 3 people were already inside putting the spike down, and there was nobody on respawn actually even focusing on any of the sites. And that's just, I don't think they're gonna do that again this time. CB Gamer,
I hope they
holding
don't.
you.
Because, like, they're the ones who have a lot to lose right now. Because
Yeah.
there's a lead you don't want to give up on.
CB Gamer gets Moriarty, but gets immediately refragged by Dr. Ultron. Ultron takes the kill. It's a 4v4. They have mid control right now. Omen in a nice position to take down Sova, but will he be able to do so? Because Aahna takes away Samusur. It's a 4v2. Connor takes
One
away
enemy
Ultron.
remaining.
Nitz
Spike
takes away
down,
Connor.
mid.
There's the refrag. It's a
Bot coming back.
3v1. Will Killjoy be able to perform a retake by herself? That's the question of the decade. Or is it?
Doesn't seem like a very possible thing. However, though, after the plant,
Revealing area.
it becomes a little different. Because whenever you concentrate Killjoy onto a single side, she performs really well. But the fact that she's defending might not play in the favor right now.
Rajwal Sharma, welcome to the stream. Okay, so Ultron is asking for a timeout. We're gonna go into a timeout after this round. I'm also taking care of that. And right about now, team once again still. I mean, the gap is narrowing down. It's gonna narrow down even further after this. But it's pretty. It's very close, but Team Respawn still has the lead.
Out.
Where is the poster? cheats. Yeah. So we are on a pause as of right now. The timeout has it been? Yep,
It has.
Okay. So we're gonna be waiting to find out what's going on. Why are we on a timeout? But what do you think? Which team is gonna take the cake tonight?
I mean, it seems like they're gonna be strategizing in this timeout, and they might come up with a very, very different push once they do. I am not aware which team asked for the timeout though, so
I think it was yep, it's
Respawn?
I think it's Respawn. Yep, Respawn asked for the timeout.
all right. So yeah, Respawn definitely is gonna come back with something like most of the matches that I saw so far. Every time after the timeout, the team who decided to take the timeout comes up with a win for at least a couple rounds after that. So I never took Valorant to be a very strat heavy game because I come from a much more strat heavy game, but still I have seen how people are like, you know, capitalizing on every single utility they have through the round by combining it with many more, and that
Okay.
just surprises me.
Actually, I cannot agree more on that. I mean, Valorant actually is even before release, people were starting to compare this game. People were calling it the Overwatch killer. They were calling it the CS Counter-Strike killer. It was gonna be the new, whatever. It was gonna destroy Fortnite or whatever. But this game has managed to set up its own player base, its own audience, and it's pretty solid. Like when the gameplay reveal happened for Valorant, and I think on launch, even before launch, actually, I think even before launch, it was named Project A, and people were getting hyped up about that. And we obviously had our doubts, but after the gameplay reveal, people said the game looked pretty lackluster. It wasn't very engaging, didn't look fun at all. But now you have an established player base everywhere, and they have a dedicated fan base here in India, which surprises me most because PC games don't really have huge, especially multiplayer ones, apart from Counter-Strike, of course. I wasn't expecting Valorant to have such an impact here, but it does. It's one of the biggest games in the country right now, and it really makes me happy to see so many people coming together to celebrate and compete against each other. It's amazing, actually.
I cannot agree more to that, but I think there is something for you in the chat. The attackers
me?
are okay, so
Yep. So we're back.
no
Yep.
more of yous, yeah.
Okay, so going back, I think, I mean, ever since the round swap, Respawn has lost 2 rounds, and now like Team Deception, sorry, my bad. Deception has the advantage because the rounds. Nice way to close off the choke actually, because that was just beautiful. That jet dash didn't work. He chucked the molly right in the correct time, chipped away Phoenix's health, and he just got it. The flash did not work.
That's right. However, Prejudice did open with 2 kills already and is gonna go for a third. Will he get it? He goes for a run his back and does not realize there was someone he could have attacked on.
Yeah, I don't think he realized the Omen was right there. But he already did his job, man. He got 3 right, and he's
That's
got
right.
a third.
Spike down
He gets
A.
one, and the spike goes down there, dude. This guy. I'm gonna be on the lookout for this guy when the tournament starts.
That's right. I cannot agree more that he's one of the best fraggers we're seeing.
Yep. I kind of want to see. him
30
do
seconds
more.
left.
Sealing area.
Nothing's enough for you.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, even
Last
this is the
player
jinx at working. it's magic. And
Right
at the
here.
moment I said that, he just immediately gets magic. I just feel bad for him. I probably should not say anything at all.
I just hope they don't blame us for this.
Yeah.
Alright, so Sova
need a
is gonna
drop.
be the one carrying the spike. A very good choice because, well, the person with the most intel should be the one going in for the plant, because once the darts are out, Sova kind of has time on hands to go for the plant, while the other agents can take care of the fights that come on.
Headshot.
Oh, that's not something you want to
will not
happen.
kill
Okay,
my
so
ally.
Rez is there to save him, but Brazil is there with oof. I just want to stick to this guy's camera, dude. I don't want to move. Why am I even looking at the other side?
Careful now.
Spike
Okay,
down
CP
mid.
with once again taking away Royce.
Last player
That's a
standing.
second kill. That's another one. Jet with the operator. Like this guy, Jet with the operator, CP gamer, and Prejudice on the Phoenix is just absolutely astounding. These guys, look at the economy on them right now. It's fine. They don't have to waste anything. They have good numbers on them, and even if they lose another round, maybe it doesn't affect them much, but it's gonna cost Deception a lot.
That's right. Deception is gonna need to bring up a better game. I mean, they're not trailing behind with too many rounds, but if you do look at the scoreboard, you notice that their top fragger is still way behind the top two
Get out of my
players
way.
of eSports.
Oh, that's reverse happening because he took away the Jet with a Marshall, and the Jet
Right.
missed with the operator. So now I think Sage has control of the operator. She hasn't picked up the gun yet, but she's gonna. She is gonna,
She
and now
did,
that's a
yeah.
lot of power she has. But gets immediately. See, the Jinx just works. It just does. What is this?
This plant is. Was that a decoy plant?
Last player standing.
Wow.
Spike down A.
Alright, so Omen is finally coming into game. I haven't seen Omen taking kills in a long time now, so it was about time already.
Scanning ahead.
I really like that animation, like the body just, goes down on its knees and there are hands coming up and just drag you down.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty fun. I mean, that's actually kudos to the dev team on Riot, man.
Kinda reminds me of Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's actually I don't know why they have not yet decided to bring in character skins for Valorant. I mean, the characters are pretty popular.
That's right, yeah, I would like to see some cool skins of these characters.
Yeah.
Specifically something like a Pro League skin.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I think Ultron is gonna. Okay, so the Ultron is off. I want to see. Okay, Moriarty opening it up with Strig now off the game. It's a 5v4. So they're coming in. Does attack? He doesn't. I think. Is it Deception? No, Deception is going for Pops. Prejudice once again takes away Roysta. It's a 4v4 now. And
That's
I think
quite
there's-
some heavy loss on both the teams. You don't want to lose your intel and you don't want to lose all the utility that Killjoy comes with either, because like those are some utilities that go for the whole team instead of just one agent. So this is just
That's essentially what happens here because Killjoy,
30
Sage,
seconds
Cypher,
left.
these are I think what they call it here is sentinels, right? So anytime you lose a sentinel agent on your team, you're losing a
Spike
ton of
planted.
utility. If you lose a Cypher, you're losing cyber cages, traps, the camera. If you lose a Sage, you're essentially losing heals. If she has the ultimate, it means you're losing essential revive, and you're also losing the wall, right? Pretty early on in the game.
Remaining.
And if
Last
you lose
player
your
standing.
Killjoy, come on. The arsenal of traps the Killjoy has is absolutely insane.
Alright, so the defuse is gonna happen and another round for the defenders. We have a
Out of charges.
12-7 score here and the defenders have walked into
Match
a match
point.
point that was quite some round. A lot of kills coming in back and forth. It went to a point of 1v1 between Omen and Sova, where unfortunately Omen decided to teleport at a place which was clearly in Sova's sight, and thus Sova could utilize the timing to find out how long he could stick the defuse.
I think that was a nice read
fly.
from Sova. He didn't panic. He was just like, I'm just gonna calmly wait here. He's going to respawn, he's gonna bring up his gun, and I'm gonna take him down right at that moment. So that's a pretty, very nice read coming in from Sova. Nicely done. And
That's right.
respawn just one round away from
Revealing
winning
area.
and closing this matchup for tonight and moving on.
That is, if we don't see a comeback.
Yep. So Nitz opens it up. So Prejudice, the best player on Team Respawn, is now gone. Backed up by CB Gamer. Let's see if he
That's
can
done.
get a few kills. So Strig manages to take away their Phoenix. So both Phoenixes off. Moriarty with the refrag takes away Strig
You
instead.
will not kill my
So-
allies.
And they have bought back their Phoenix. So that's very, very bad right now. It's a 5v3. They've lost the Killjoy.
Spike
They've lost
planted.
the Phoenix. That's...
Also, it's a post-plant situation now.
Now this is
gonna
going to
be
be a difficult retake. Yeah.
Sage is in a very good position in hell.
Sova too far away for the retake, I guess. Yeah, he's gonna do a whole way rotate, like it's literally going there from spawn. He's not even gonna get there. I want to see if Samuel Sir can manage to take away Dr. Ultron. Gets flashed,
Player
doesn't
standing.
quite manage to get Ultron. Ultron finishes him off and lives there. Takes away Connor, and Team Deception still in the game. 12-8, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know in the comments, or sorry, not in the comments, in the chat, who's gonna win.
Yeah, I mean,
What
Need
is
a
he
drop.
saying? Is he asking for like a pause or something?
it feels like Deception has not given up and they are making their presence felt pretty clearly now.
Yep. Sorry.
No scene.
They're gonna stack on B this time, right? Yep.
Yeah, feels like it.
Yep. And CB Gamer just backed up with a Spectre. Will he be able to
Joke's over! You're dead!
capitalize? Perhaps not. Jet just dashed away. He's all good. I want to see if Dr. Ultron can get a few kills in, but he won't. The Sage has just barged into side head first. I'm not a big fan when I see Sages of be it of the enemy team when they just barge in. That's not what a Sage is supposed to do. She's not made for that.
Spike
That's right.
down
We
B.
see a 3v2 situation. However, there was a man count advantage
One
on the
enemy
attackers
remaining.
initially that they could not capitalize on, and now it's a 2v1. Where
2v1
Killjoy
with Strig doesn't even have a good gun. It's a Spectre versus a Vandal. and I
Spike
think
planted.
Moriarty is running a Vandal as well. That's gonna be a difficult game he's playing.
However, we think
One
that
enemy
Strix
remaining.
is really Strig is really good with his Spectre though.
Yeah.
We discussed that just a minute ago.
And that's gonna be
That was a very wrong timing for going into the utility, but then
I think instead of focusing on the position, he should have just dropped the utility right there. That would have forced Jet to come out of that position early on. But he didn't really have much of a choice because unless the Jet would have been detained, he wasn't winning that gunfight because I think the Killjoy had like 5 HP or something like that.
that's right. But in any case, making the other person push in a non-covered area is a better choice than trying to, you know, focus on a placement that's gonna put you in the position where you're exposed.
Yeah, look at that. Connor just spamming Odin in the corner, expecting somebody to just walk in and die right off the bat, because that essentially does work. There's the Hunter's Fury, that's gonna chip away a bit of health from Dr. Ultron. And once again, you gotta remember that team Respawn is just one round away from winning, and that's it. Connor gets nits, CB Gamer gets Ultron.
It does come back to the same place where the defenders have the man advantage, as seen in more rounds than not. So I think they will be taking this home right now. This may be the last round we're seeing.
This, I think, is the last round, because Sova Connor is nicely positioned with the Odin, and absolutely nothing, even an 18-wheeler truck, is not going to survive that onslaught. But
30
the
seconds
jinx!
left.
The jinx!
Spike
What is
down, B.
wrong with me? I shouldn't say stuff like that. I'm the worst at predicting, sorry.
That was a very good kill by Sage though.
Yeah.
Gotta
Get
give
out
it.
of my way!
Yeah, I'm actually baffled how he survived the Odin and just walked right through it.
Alright, so now we see Killjoy and Jet
Yep.
trying
And
to pull it off.
yeah, this is going to be devastating for these guys, because that's
Last
the
player
alarm bot that's
standing.
going to force Royce to come out of their position, and Moriarty gets pushed out as well, and that's it. That's
A
it for
double
team.
at the end from Strix.
Yep, that's it for Team Inception for tonight, and we're going to see Team Respawn
Defenders
close
win.
it off nice and smooth for them.
Come on, bro.
For themselves. But the
Like it was
scoreline is
happening the
pretty,
other way.
I wouldn't say one-sided at all. It's very
right.
decent. It's a good scoreline, 13-1. I'm very, very impressed with both teams. Thank you to both teams for playing with us tonight. I had fun.
So did I. There's hardly a 4-round difference. So yes, it was a match where we were constantly seeing back-to-back fights coming in, and it was very much fun to watch, as well as very exciting, because there was no prediction that could be held on to it.
Yeah. And I should probably stop predicting. Never works out.
Yes.
Especially the players. Immediately after I say something, it just doesn't work out for them. So I'll stop doing that as we move on. Anyway, guys, I think I'm mad impressed with the first game as well. I think it was I forgot the names. I'm so bad at this.
But okay, I don't remember the first game either, but the second game was definitely Prejudice that we were watching.
Yeah, Prejudice super
Really well
effective
done.
on that Phoenix. What a showstopper, dude! That was that was just amazing. Like multiple rounds, he managed to steal the show. Amazing. And I'm looking forward to seeing that guy play in the main game.
That's right. And towards the end, like in the last round, we saw a very good gameplay by Killjoy as well. However, there was not much focus on her gameplay during the first few, actually all initial rounds. But towards the end, she made sure that she gets enough credit to her name by the end.
So, exactly. And kudos to all the 4 teams who joined us tonight. We're gonna have another Scrim night. I think the day after. It's gonna be on Tuesday. Tuesday, right? That's Tuesday.
Yep.
Okay. So Tuesday night we're gonna have another one. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be me and Aahna casting for you guys. It's gonna be fun. Make sure you be there. And to all those who helped us get to our sub goal of 600, thank you so much. It was amazing. The next goal is 690 subs. Help us get there. It's free and it helps us a lot. To everybody on chat, thank you so much for joining. Aahna, you have anything to say?
I think we'll see you next time.
Okay.
Comment, rate, comment, like, share, subscribe, and stay home, stay safe. Bring all your friends in by the next time so that we have more audience and you have more people you can see the match with, so you have more to talk about.
Yep. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. Can't focus. I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my. I just need to clear my head. Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn